Hi, and welcome to Math 95, the night section. I just wanted to spend a few minutes reviewing the course outline. We'll do this in class the first day as well, but I thought it'd be good for you to um, hear a few important things about the course. So to begin with, my name is Jeff Hamilton, right here. You can reach me in my office in T2242. Uh, Probably the best way to get a hold of me, and maybe you want to write that number down or text me right away, is that number. That's probably the best way to get a hold of me. 382-1849. You can call or text me at that number anytime. And also my email address is down below. Typically, I'm available on campus from 10 to 12 most days, but you want to text me to make sure that I'm here if you are planning on coming in and you have a question. But I'm also available any other time. So if you call or text me at that number, we can arrange to meet if you're needing some help at any time. Uh, in terms of important people in the program, the center, Scott Liebauer is our program chair. There's his contact information. And our dean, if you have any questions about the center, that's his number and contact information. In terms of class times, we meet every Wednesday, and we meet from 6:30 until 9 or 8:50, something like that every Wednesday. We don't start on January 3rd, but we start our first class will be January 10th. And we'll meet every Wednesday except for the Wednesday in reading week until somewhere in April. If you look in Canvas and look at the calendar in Canvas, it'll actually show you all the days that we meet, and it'll show you what we're going to be doing on each one of those days. Okay, some more information. Here's some course outcomes. Basically, Math 95 is very similar to Math 30 in the high schools. And so we get to look at lots of different types of functions. We look at linear functions, quadratic functions, polynomial functions, exponential, logarithmic, etc. We look at lots of different types of functions and look at what they look like and their characteristics, and then we play with the equations, play with word problems pertaining to those functions. In terms of the course instructional format, at night class, I'm going to try and split the class into 2 or 3 mini lesson kind of things. And what I'd like you to do before you come to class is you watch the video that pertains to each one of those sections. And then during class, I'll give you some introduction on that, but you'll also have quite a bit of time to work on questions pertaining to that section. Uh, I'm not exactly sure how much time. I'm hoping that you'll get all your homework done that evening, but I hesitate to see whether that'll happen or not, but it would be nice. And I guess that's one thing you could do is before class, watch the video and then try some of the homework and take a look and maybe try some of the easy ones, and the ones that you're having trouble with, when you come to class, I can help you with those ones. In terms of when homework is due, I thought of having it due on that Wednesday night, but I think I'll give you till the end of the week. And so Wednesday, before then, watch the videos, come on Wednesday, work on some homework, get some more instruction, and hopefully finish lots of your homework. And then by the end of the week, finish your homework and then submit it to me. Typically, students will just take pictures of what they've done and then text it to me, and then I can mark you off. So that's sort of how the class will be going. So every Wednesday night, it won't be a come and listen to Jeff talk for 2.5 hours. It'll be, I'll talk a little bit, but lots of the time will be spent you working on problems and me helping you out. In terms of the textbook that you need, we need this one, the Beecher Penna Bittinger Algebra and Trigonometry. It's available in the bookstore. Also, if you can find a 4th edition or a 3rd edition somewhere, they have similar questions in them, and they haven't changed a whole lot. So if you can find one of those editions, they will work as well. You can also access the textbook online, which is significantly cheaper. I think it's about $100 or something online. You need to get a scientific calculator, one that has a sine, cosine, tan. If you have a graphing calculator, that often will help, but it's not required. Also, you need to be able to log into Canvas. That's the college's online system. If you're watching this video, you've probably been into Canvas already. But you probably should be logging into Canvas frequently. You'll be looking there to find out what's going on in the calendar. You'll be looking there to watch videos that pertain to those sections in the calendar. You'll be looking there to check grades. You'll be looking there to do online quizzes. And so logging into Canvas regularly is worthwhile. Other types of resources that you can access, we have a learning cafe at the college. It's in the back of the library, and there's teachers there available to help you with any kind of question that you have with math. So if you have questions in Math 95, you can, of course, always text me and ask me. But if the Learning Cafe works for you, there's some great folks that'll help you there. If you have need of things like extra time on exams, or if you have other learning disabilities where you'd like some support, we do have an accessibility services area, and if you contact them, they can set you up with resources and supports to help you through the course, and they're great to work with. For assessment and how you'll be graded, we have 4 midterm or major kind of exams, module exams, each of them worth 15%. For the online class, we will not be writing exams in class. You'll be writing them outside of class. And here are the windows that will be open for when those exams will be done. I like giving a window there for you so that you basically have from one class, like a Wednesday, so you start Thursday and you have until that next Tuesday to write the exam. And so you have any time during the day, and they're also open Tuesday and Thursday evenings, and so you have those options for you as well. So those will be the times you will write the exams. Other thing, maybe just while we're talking about exams, those are the windows where the exam will be, you can write it. If you want to write the exam before that, I'm fine with that. If you want to write the exam after that, I'm not fine with that. So you can't write it after those windows. That's when you write the exam. So if you miss an exam, or if you don't do as well as you'd like to on an exam, you can always make up one of your exam marks on the final exam. So the way it works, like say for this exam, exam number 2, maybe you only get 40%, or you even miss it, so you get 0%. Then on the final exam, there's 4 parts to the exam. And so the one that corresponds, so for module 2, I'll figure out a percent for that one, and say you get 90% on that one. So if you get 90% on that section 2 of the final exam, I'll take that 90 and I'll replace whatever you got on that exam number 2, and this happens automatically. I'll replace it as if it never existed. So it'll be a 90%. So that's the way the exams work. If you do have to miss an exam and you let me know well in advance, you can write the exam early, but you can't write it late. Okay, other ways you'll be evaluated are some online quizzes, and there's an online quiz for almost every section in the course. I think there is one for every section in the course, and they're worth 10%. The quizzes are ones that are due by the final exam, but it's a good idea to do them as we're going through the content, and certainly before each of the module exams. You can write the exams as many times as you want. I just take your highest grade for them. Those are worth 10%. Daily homework or homework, this would be weekly homework, I guess. Weekly homework will be worth 5%, and you'll have homework on every section of the course that you need to submit. With the homework, I'm going to mark the homework for completeness, so just whether you've completed or not. I'm not going to go through and say, hey, you got this one wrong, you got that one wrong. I won't do that because in the textbook, it has the answers to every question. And also in Canvas, it has the solutions or how to do every question. So it's your responsibility to go and make sure that your answer is correct. And that's why I'd like you to mark with check marks, a nice big red check mark, whether something's correct or not. And so check with online in Canvas, a solution manual, or check the back of the book. Make sure you're getting the correct answers. And then I just, if you've done the assignment, I just mark it off as being completed. Okay. for grades, final grades, so here's what you need to get in order to get an A plus. So you need to get over a 95. In order to fail, you got to make sure you're under 50. Hopefully you're not aiming for that. Hopefully you're shooting for something higher. Okay, last slide I want to show you. Uh, General course expectations. I expect you to take responsibility for your learning. It's not my responsibility to learn the material. I know it fairly well already. My responsibility is to help you learn and help you in whatever way you decide that you need help. And so take responsibility for your learning. Take responsibility getting your homework done, watching the videos, getting the online quizzes done. Do that kind of stuff. Come to class prepared to ask questions. I love when students are asking questions because then I know I can determine where you might need some help. So come with lots of questions, take responsibility for your learning, work hard, and I can help you as much as I can. The last thing I wanted to mention here is about academic honesty. This is basically don't cheat. I see cheating really only in one spot, and that's on exams. So don't be looking at somebody else's work and writing that down during the exam. I want to see what you know on an exam. For stuff like homework or online quizzes, I want you to get help from people. So for your homework, rather than just sort of copying somebody else's homework, do your own homework. But if you have questions, ask the person next to you. Ask me. Ask the people in the Learning Cafe. Check videos out online. Do all those things you need to do in order to help you understand the concept in the homework. Online quizzes, they're worth 10% of your grade, and I want you to get help with those. So if you don't understand how to do a question, you can always guess, see if you get it right or not. That won't help you much on an exam. But get help on the quizzes. So if you keep getting 3 out of 5 and 3 out of 5 on a quiz, come and say, hey, Jeff, I can't get 5 out of 5. I'm missing something. Can you help me? And I'll help you so that you can get the 5 out of 5 on the quizzes. By the way, all the quizzes are worth or have 5 questions in them. And so that's why I'm saying 5 out of 5. Okay, so exams, no cheating, no checking, getting help from somebody else. But for homework and for online quizzes, I want you to get as much help as you need in order to understand the concepts. And with that, I'm looking forward to helping you out with the course. I'm looking forward to uh, the math concepts. I love Math 95. There's lots of great math in there. The logs and exponents, that's my favorite section in the course. You'll find that out. But there's lots of great math, and I'm looking forward to helping you understand it. Okay.